Prophecy Talks number 1. A well-balanced diet. Protein versus carbs. Both protein and carbs are very important when it comes to putting on muscle or just being healthy in general and maintaining a healthy body. Some people say, I'm just going to get protein and I'm not going to get any carbs, and think that they're just going to avoid getting fat that way. And this is not true. You're not going to put on any muscle. You're going to be very tired, and truth is you're probably going to poop a lot from high amounts of protein. So you need a good balance of protein and carbs. Now, protein. Protein is needed in the daily diet for anyone, but for someone that's trying to pack on muscle, they need to get higher amounts of protein than the average person. A good way to do it is getting a gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now, carbs is kind of different for everyone. In my opinion, about 60% to 70% of your calories daily should come from carbs. Now, the important thing is your carbs can't be coming from simple sugars all the time. You can't go eating a ton of candy and get your carbs for the day and think that you're going to put on muscle. It doesn't work that way. This is the science behind it. A simple sugar carb contains one carb molecule, and a complex carb like bread, rice, sweet potato will contain about 3 times more carb value to each gram of carbs versus simple sugars. Now, getting a good balance of protein and carbs is very important. Too much carbs, you could be putting on a lot of fat. Too much protein, it'll just be a waste of protein. You'll notice that you'll be pooping a lot. A good analogy I like to use with protein and carbs is comparing it to a gun and a bullet. If you have a gun, and just a gun and no bullet, it's basically useless. If you have a bullet with no gun, it's basically useless too, unless you have an arm like Superman. So in order for that gun and that bullet to be useful, you need to put the two together so they can work as a team. It's the same thing with protein and carbs. To put on muscle, you need to get a good balance of both so that the carbs can be used and to be converted into energy, so that your body can convert the protein molecules into muscle. You cannot put on muscle with just getting protein. You need to get both protein. So don't do the protein over carbs or the carbs over protein. It's going to be protein and carbs. They're a team. For someone like me who finds it hard to get enough protein during the day, it's recommended to go and get a protein supplement from the store. It's not, people think it's needed, that you need to get protein for bodybuilding. It's not true. It just depends on how much meat or beans or nuts, whatever you eat during the day, that you get your protein from. As long as you're getting enough protein, you don't have to have a protein supplement. But for someone that doesn't eat a ton of meat, which is going to be the main source of protein, or for someone that's a vegetarian, go to the store and get a protein supplement. I'm a big fan of Body Fortress whey protein, 15 bucks at Walmart. People will call me cheap for that. It's not cheap, it's just smart. Proteins are all the same. That fancy stuff that you can get from GNC that's $60, $70. Oh, it's time releasing. It releases slowly during your sleeping. That's all BS. Protein is protein. It's been since there were cavemen, they were consuming protein and putting on the same amount of muscle that bodybuilders are today. Alright, I hope this video helped everyone, all my viewers. Hit that like button, share button, especially the subscribe button. And tune in next time with Prophecy Talks so we can help you fulfill your prophecy.